How's it going, everyone? Hope you've been doing well. For me, well, I've been better, let's say. Uh, Thankfully I recovered mostly from last night, but right now I do feel a little bit of stomach cramps. So honestly, my decision to stream today is a little suspect, but I like streaming. It's fun. So, streaming is what I shall do. Of course, today is a Thursday night, therefore, we play some more Dual Destinies tonight. I said we're playing more Dual Destinies tonight. Dual Destinies. Ace Attorney. Dual Destinies. There we go. Alright. It's time for the turnabout for tomorrow. Last time. Oh god. My connection is quite unstable right now, huh? That's not good. Maybe I shouldn't stream tonight. Maybe the universe is telling me no. Oh no, Cox, please don't tell me we're doing this again. I feel like with connection issues like these, I shouldn't even be streaming. Yeah, I don't know why it's super unstable right now. Oh, is it coming back? Not really. Hmm. I thought we were on good terms, Cox. I really were. I really thought so. Oh, it seems to be good again, and as soon as I say that, we're back in the red. Wow. Well, hopefully it decides to be good. Hello, Trucy. Save me from this pain. Both my bodily pain and my emotional pain. Uh, Emotional pain of dealing with these fucking internet issues. Stomach cramps. Ugh. What to do? Still can't believe Apollo really left us. Yeah, he kind of did. He wants to get revenge for his friend in his own way. Whatever that means. Oh, I feel awful. Holy shit. Ugh. Worst part is it comes and goes every few minutes. It was so sudden. Maybe he got tired of being my assistant for my magic tricks. No, there's no way. Who would ever get tired of that? I don't think it's your fault, Trucy. but I made him clean the toilet a lot. Okay, maybe I'd get it. And I made him go bring him the newspaper. It was my fault. Oh, I just know it. Oh, Apollo. Oh. She still doesn't know that they're half-siblings. I really don't think it was your fault, Trucy. But I didn't realize Apollo was wearing so many hats around here either. How can they suspect Athena? It's just ridiculous. Must be some kind of conspiracy. Conspiracy, huh? Well, it certainly is some kind of mistake, that's for sure. Yeah. Athena is, currently under arrest for the murder of Clay. First of all, we have to bust Athena out of the detention center. And then we have to chase down the people who framed her. We'll sneak around the world, from Kiev to Carolina, with the fuzz hot on our trails. Isn't that exactly the same as the plot of the movie you watched the other day? I am unfamiliar with that movie. I'm not a movie guy. Anyone here? No? Number 20th, Cosmos Space Center entrance. Oh shit. He's not under arrest for perjury? I guess he's just let off scot-free. Alright. Director Cosmos, do you have a minute? Galactic scooter, full speed ahead. Oh, there he goes. Director, scooted away. His expression changed the instant he saw you, Daddy. Yeah, well, I dragged his name through the mud pretty good at the trial earlier today. Can't look around. Let's go to the boarding lounge, I guess. We were here only yesterday. Oh, hey. Oh, it's Starbuck. Mr. Starbuck, you've been released, huh? Yep, and I came straight here. This is all thanks to you and your team, Mr. Wright. You've given me a second chance to fly into space again. I can't thank you enough. Except... what's wrong? Thought he'd be happy to be acquitted. As I was coming out of the detention center, I saw Miss Psyche's. He saw Athena? I was at a loss for words. I didn't know what to say to the poor girl. And then, you know what? She flashed a peace sign at me. That's Athena. Congratulations on your acquittal, she said. Now you can go back into space someday. Yeah, that sounds like Athena. I can just picture it. But I saw her eyes. They were red and swollen from crying. Oh. She's gotta be suffering. She must be so worried. And yet she went out of her way to be nice and give me that big smile. She held back her own tears so she could give someone else a smile. That's so Athena. There's no question about it. That girl is innocent. Please, Mr. Wright, you have to make sure she goes free. And then they can put me in prison instead. I don't mind. We can't have that either, Mr. Starbuck. Don't worry, Mr. Starbuck. I'm going to give her the very best defense I can. I promise to get her acquitted, just like I did for you. I know she'll be alright with you in her corner. I know you'll never give up on her. Oh, is a fine boss to look up to. Found the murder. Still can't believe Launchpad 1 was switched with the Space Museum. What could have made Director Cosmos do such a thing? I haven't the foggiest idea. Sleeping today too, I guess. So there was never going to be a launch that day, not from the very beginning. Wonder if Clay knew. I imagine he must have. Surely he would have noticed when you went to board the rocket. It's pathetic to think I was the only one who got taken in. I guess that's about how it goes. When you're worth less than space debris. Is he going to be alright, Daddy? His expression looks as dark as a black hole. Well, that's just how he is. I missed you, Trucy. I really do. I really did. Ugh. Grammar. The murderer. Yeah, the last time we had Trucy as a assistant was back in fucking Mataro City. Oh. Mr. Starbuck, do you remember anything about the murder? Oh, really? I only saw a shadowy figure in the dark after all. Yeah, I guess that was a little too much to hope for. Hey, I heard something from the police, though. They said they never did find a .10 caliber gun down that trash chute. Just as I thought. The culprit must have carried it away with them when they escaped. So, was the person you saw holding a gun, Mr. Starbuck? Couldn't really tell. But it wasn't Athena, right? Could you tell if the person was male or female, tall or short? I can't even tell you that much. Man, I'm useless. The culprit opened the door and some light came in. I should have been able to see. The door. Ah, yes. As I recall, they opened this door here as they made their escape. The door to Launchpad 1, right? Yeah, except right now the door leads to the Space Museum. You mean the Launchpad and the Space Museum are switched right now? Yeah, they're trying to investigate the theory you came up with in core. So they're recreating the conditions, huh? Oh, that's Phoenix. I'd like to see what's beyond that door now. Mr. Starbuck, could you open this door for us? Sure, just let me have my print scanned here. 2. Switching the launch pads. Do the launch pads get switched back and forth a lot? Well, back when the Space Museum was Launchpad 2, they used to switch the pads out around at times. But these days, Launchpad 2 is only used as a tourist attraction, right? Right. Because, quite frankly, the Space Center needs the money. I hear you. Times sure are tough. Yeah, this economy is rough. Daddy, let's go check out what's beyond that door. Sure, let's go. Hey, why don't I come along? I could show you around. Guess we could use a guide. I suppose. Oh, fancy. Leaf. Huh? I wonder what these dead leaves are doing here. Maybe they were stuck to the bottom of someone's shoes. There are lots of trees around the Space Center. Yeah, but we're kind of high up right now. She's right. It's a modern, state-of-the-art building, but it's surrounded by trees. But I don't know. They were stuck to the bottom of somebody's shoes. Wouldn't they be more crushed up? These don't look like they've been stepped on. Maybe there's some kind of a secret hatch in the corridor, and they came that way. Not everything is set up like a magician's stage, you know? Oops. The only thing left is this. So this is another one of those devices for opening the door, huh? Yep, this one doesn't require fingerprint verification. You just hit the button and open sesame. So when you and Clay went through here, you didn't need to show your prints either? It's right, Trucy. Just like how the culprit didn't need to scan their prints when they escaped back out of the Space Museum corridor to Boarding Lounge 2. Ah. Interesting. Well, I don't see anything else that jumps out at me. I imagine this corridor is built exactly like the Launchpad 1 corridor. Oh, we actually got something. Please let it be Aura Blackwell. Please let it be Aura Blackwell. Oh. Oop. Curse the wretch sullied my good name. Reverse course and full speed away. Dr. Cosmos, wait. I'll handle this, Daddy. Take that. The mobility system has been compromised. Holy shit, did he get fucking stabbed? Juicy's knife throw was a direct hit to one of his tires. Holy shit, she can throw knives? Juicy, you need to give up the magician life. Become an assassin or ninja. And the streak continues. Streak? Maybe I should have kept a closer watch on what tricks she's been practicing. My dear old battleship, we fought many a skirmish together. It has been an honor. He's going to blow the thing up. Nah, I bet all that button will do is make it go haywire again. Very well, I surrender. As a prisoner of war, I expect to be treated honorably. Oh. This guy is still on with his, sci-fi RP. Switching the launch pads. Dr. Cosmos, when you were talking in court about switching the launch pads, you used your right to remain silent about the reason as to why. Why he switched the two launch pads to begin with, yeah. Please, I can't. I exercise my right to remain silent. But I will say, my hands were tied. I was only doing what I could do to keep my men from getting caught in the blast. The center of the cosmos is shrouded in mystery, but I don't have any secrets left. Now that my battleship has been destroyed and I've been taken prisoner. Sorry about the pauses, guys. Oh shit. No secrets left, huh? I beg to differ. It's like I'll have to undo psyche locks if I want to get to the bottom of this. Hmm.
Take that!
3 locks. Alright, behind the switching of the launch pads. Could you tell me everything you're hiding about the switching of the 2 launch pads? Hope I never get to see this when I'm old. I never get like this when I'm old. That was a completely different sentence I said. Now let's see, where to start. This is how you explained your motive for switching the launch pads. You did it. Fool the bomber to prevent the bombing to save the astronauts. Save the astronauts? Thanks to you switching the launch pads, the astronauts escaped injury from the blast. Instead, they safely boarded a museum's rocket far away from the actual explosion. True. My astronauts were raring to go out on an authentic adventure in space. How do you propose I had them board a fake rocket without them noticing? I agree, you couldn't have done it without help. For one, they would have figured out the instant they stepped into the Space Museum. You figured you could fool Mr. Starbuck once he'd been drunk with his medication, but the other guy... Without the help of this person, it would have been impossible to pull your plan off. Honestly, I have no idea. I think I need to take a break and think things over. Guess we can just go in the Space Museum. Wow, the place is crawling with cops. 0 cops in the background. It's like we won't get any investigating done here now. Let's come back later. Oh, sorry, I've been drinking a lot of water recently. A lot of awkward pauses in there. Also, sometimes I just like kind of have to endure pain for a few seconds. So please, uh, bear with me. Hmm. Where have we not been to? Hmm. Where do we go? No one's here. Hmm. Guess I have to do this thing. Hmm. Hmm. I'm confused. Without the help of this person, it would have been impossible to pull your plan off. Play?
Take that!
You must have got Mr. Terran to help you. Holy shit, I got it. What? I was like, I had a feeling. I. Let me see if I can try to retrace my thoughts. Uh, Hazy as they are right now. Well, for one, I guess between Terran and Starbuck, Starbuck was drugged, and Terran was the only one conscious, like fully aware and conscious. So yeah, it had to be Terran. I don't think anyone else was there. He stole the tranquilizers from his mentor's locker and slipped them to him. Hmm. And then, with Mr. Starbuck in a daze, they boarded the replica rocket in the museum. Interesting. Oh, somebody please help this poor prisoner of war. Look at him spin. Hmm. He's still spinning. How is he able to spin around like that? Beats me. Oh, even looking at him makes me want to make my stomach turn. If you really wanted to save the astronauts' lives, didn't you have just called off the launch? I could have done that. Do you think I would have gone to all that trouble? This must have been... He must have had a compelling reason why he couldn't call it off. How did you know to switch the pads in advance of the bombing incident? Bomber contacted him, no? I was warned in advance. Once I received that warning, it was my duty to ensure the astronaut safety. It was just a warning. Could have even been a prank. Why do you believe in it so completely? Guess I'm one of those mediums that everyone's talking about these days. Mediums? Oh, I didn't realize channeling was back in vogue. Maya, where you at? I thought it was you yourself that got the warning via telephone. Yes, that's right. The bomber contacted me personally. My ship is equipped with a special advanced communication system, you see. AKA a regular old telephone. It's been a while. Planning another launch? I see you haven't heard. I'll never forget the terror I felt when I received that call. The bomber said it's been a while. Is it someone you know? That was enough to make you take the threat seriously. Director Cosmos took the threat so seriously because the Space Center had been involved in a bombing once before. Maybe. The culprit in the current case is the same person who is involved in this mission. That one miracle. That one miracle. That epic story of survival. People across the nation know it now as a heroic tale of bravery. But in truth, it was an act of sabotage perpetrated by our current killer, wasn't it? Very few knew about the previous plot, so what the caller said, it's been a while. You knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that the danger was real, and it wasn't a prank. Oh, anyone ever tell you to go easy on an ex-serviceman? I could just sit here and watch him do this all day. Yes, that one miracle was really a desperate battle against an act of sabotage. I even lost the life of one of my staff members in the fight. Sabotage, murder. So this is the ugly truth behind that one miracle. Let my guard down. The saboteur had been caught, but the case was closed. Huh? Wait a minute. Murder at the Space Center 7 years ago. 7 years ago. Oops. Mr. Lawyer, you must be very tired. I am very tired. Why don't you take a nap in one of our zero-gravity beds? Thank you, Lux. Yeah, it's the return. Just picked the wrong person. Although I do like the sound of a zero-G nap right about now. See, that does sound kind of awful. I like gravity when I sleep. Alright, this must be the person Director Cosmos thought was the culprit. Who? Maybe Aura?
Take that!
No. Seven years ago. How are you doing, Zaya? Welcome.
Take that!
Am I dumb? Who? Who did you think was the culprit? Clay? This must be the person Director Cosmos thought was the culprit. I thought the saboteur had been caught and the case was closed. Oh, the saboteur. Who is the saboteur? Could be Athena, right? Oh. Convicted of the murder at the Space Center 7 years ago. He's chasing a phantom he saw back then.
Take that!
Simon Blackwell, the murder suspect in a case that happened here 7 years ago. Completely forgot about you. Sorry, Blackwell. Time and place of the two incidents, the murder and the sabotage were the same. I feel that, Zaya. I am exhausted and in mild pain right now. So you thought he committed both crimes. While Prosecutor Blackwell was behind bars, you got another threatening call. Now, what would Blackwell... Why would he want to sabotage some random, like, space program? That makes no sense. Obviously, he didn't do it. But, it's hard to say. Culprit this time isn't the same as 7 years ago, then it isn't Simon Blackwell. Realizing that, you were shaken. It meant the true culprit's been running free all this time. Dun dun dun. Alright, I'm willing to bet it's probably Aura. But, you know, if evil, why hot? Ah, how do you keep seeing straight through me? Yeah, I've got a knack for it, what can I say? Switching the launch pads? The reason why Director Cosmos won't talk about why he switched the launch pads is connected to the truth behind the Hat One miracle. Sabotage and murder that happened at the Space Center 7 years ago. Director Cosmos, tell us what you're hiding. You really want to understand the reason I decided to switch the launch pads? Oh, flashback? We'll have to start with the story of that horrible nightmare from 7 years ago. I swear, if they make me play another case from the past, I will implode. I just want to finish this game so I can play Xenoblade Chronicles 3, man. Future Redeemed. It's already dropped. Maybe I'll play it this Sunday on stream. 7 years ago. You mean the so-called Hat One Miracle? Oh, what is this music? The launch went smoothly, but once the ship entered outer space, then the troubles began. It was all the handiwork of a certain person and their evil scheme. So Mr. Starbuck's traumatic experience wasn't accidental. Got that funky bass line? Okay. Not only that, before the launch, a very valuable piece of moon rock was stolen. But that wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered. Where's the picture of the Hat One crew? Do we not have it on us? Guess not. But yeah, there's this other woman in there that I have not met. So I guess she's dead. Wow, I had no idea such an awful events are behind that exciting story of space heroism. All that in spite of the Space Center having very strict security in those days. All personal effects were examined thoroughly, coming or going. You couldn't even smuggle a withered old leaf through those checkpoints. Well, somebody did. So, do you have any clue who was responsible for the sabotage? At the very least, I know it wasn't Simon Blackwell. I don't know enough to identify the true culprit. It's clear what that person is. Put it simply, a spy. A spy? A spy? You mean somebody who infiltrates a foreign country? Carries out dangerous missions? Always gets the girl? Someone's watching way too many late-night movies. God, you're watching all those Bond movies, Trucy? Well, I guess if we're talking about blowing up a rocket and stealing research material. Trucy, those are NSFW. Oh, Phoenix, you're being an awful father. It's not all that surprising that a spy could be behind it all. You got fucking Russian spies in this now? Interesting. Yeah, we got... Oh, we're in a space race. What is this, like, alternate universe Japan-America fusion country in which we're still in the space race? There's cutthroat rivalry between nations in the space R&D race. Some try to outdo others by any means possible, even deliberate obstruction. 7 years ago, got a call before the launch warning us of sabotage. California, where the ramen is salty and the burgers are aplenty. Same MO as this time. Yes, and here I thought the perpetrator had been caught, but it looks like I was wrong. Prosecutor Blackwell seems more like a ninja than a spy, don't you think? Eh, he's more of a samurai type. Are ninjas and spies basically the same thing? They are. Not exactly. I'm sure some ninja nerd out there would disagree. Ramen burgers and burger ramen? Jelly-filled donuts! Oh, I love me jelly-filled donut made of rice, seaweed, and uh, pickled plums inside. Mm. Although I did have a ramen burger before. Those burgers where they make buns out of ramen noodles. It was interesting. I can't say I would get one again. I'd much rather prefer a bread bun for my burger. The ramen makes it like super dense and heavy. Massive cover-up by the government. Government officials were too embarrassed to admit that they had allowed such a thing to happen at the hands of a spy. Oh god, I've got a red spine in the base. It could be you. He could be me. He could even be... Don't tell me they made the police rush the investigation. They did indeed. And then, to cover up the sabotage, they cleaned up the story. And that was the Hat One miracle, wasn't it? But then, 7 years later, the same MO. Advance warning of sabotage. That must have been the director's reason for switching the launch pads. I am the spy. Just like 7 years ago. 7 years ago, the spy gave you advance warning of their plans, just like this time. That was what made you decide to switch the launch pads, wasn't it? That's right. The caller knew the facts of the case 7 years ago, despite the cover-up. They knew about the sabotage, the moon rock, the murder, and they said, "You don't want things to go like they did 7 years ago, do you?" I immediately thought of calling off the launch, but the government wouldn't let me. We don't give in to the likes of terrorists. We must proceed for our country's honor. Wow, that's incredibly stupid of them. It's quite a moving speech, actually. Moving? Really? Maybe if you're easily inspired by political talking points. But I knew the truth. We'd been warned, which meant that the danger was very real. And I knew there was no way to stop the spy. No matter what I did, they would find a way. So I switched the launch pads and staged the moving rescue scene. That was staged by Terran. Both Terran and Cosmos. That's crazy. Holy shit. First, I snuck into the center the night before and switched the launch pads. That way, the astronauts would go from boarding lounge 1 to the Space Museum. Then I put a close repair sign at the door to Launchpad 1 and boarding lounge 2. You did that so normal visitors wouldn't enter, right? What else did you do? I enlisted the help of several staff members, including Terran. But you didn't let Mr. Starbuck in on it? He'd already been through enough, and he's no good at lying to keep a secret. I'm afraid I had no choice but to have him drugged. My plan went well until... I guess he gave him a bit more than some normal anti-anxiety meds. That makes sense. Nice murder, huh? Someone sabotaged the plan to sabotage someone's sabotage plan. Layers to this. Sabotageception. After the culprit made their escape, I switched the launch pads back. I did it in such a way that no one would find out, but after all the effort, Terran is dead and the Hat 2 is destroyed. The Hope capsule, which had returned to us only recently, was also lost in that blast. My home, the center of the cosmos, my beautiful space I'd earn a stone for. Wait. What did he mean by the Hope capsule was lost in that blast? Hope capsule? Don't we have it? I thought the Hope capsule was found at the crime scene with Mr. Terran. It had just been brought back by the Hope space probe with the asteroid samples inside. What's in them? Samples are scheduled for analysis in the near future. Capsule was being held in a safe in Launchpad 1. But I gave it to Terran before the incident so it wouldn't be destroyed in the explosion. The idea was that with it safely in Terran's possession, you could make it look like you rescued it during the staged miraculous escape. Our precious research materials ended up lost to that explosion anyway. But I thought Clay was supposed to keep it safe. Well, there's one small problem with that. He's dead. Oh, misunderstand. The launch pad explosion wasn't the one the capsule was lost to. It was lost after the police confiscated it as evidence. Oh. It was the courtroom bombing from the other day. The capsule was there in the courtroom as evidence and was blown to smithereens. Oh shit. Yet another casualty of that blast. Ultimately, I think the culprit may have known about the switching of the launch pads. What? How? Police found a wiretapping device during their investigation today. A bug aboard my battleship. Tap on my advanced communication system. A wire on that phone? Yes, a wire on this very phone. I used this phone to give instructions to my staff about the launchpad switch. Just to the few select members who knew about the plan. Just before the incident, staff members were coming in and out of Launchpad 1. Culprit probably slipped in with them amid the confusion. K for killer. Ooh. I did the bomb then. Yeah, if they were tapping your phone, they definitely could pull something like that off. Do you really think the same spies behind this incident and the one 7 years ago? Yes, I'm sure of it. And this spy must be the Phantom Prosecutor Blackwell's been chasing. It's gonna be fucking Aura. I'm telling you guys. One sec. Oh, look at her. That's some like sexy spy energy right there. Oh. Prosecutor Blackwell told me once. The hunt's up and on for the Phantom of 7 years past continues even still. For starters, the case happened right here at this very space center too. So, if we can find this Phantom... That's right, we can clear Athena's name. Then there's the matter of Prosecutor Blackwell too. What about him? Well, if the culprit of 7 years ago is the same person as in the current incident, it would mean Prosecutor Blackwell is innocent. That's still an if though. I wonder how dangerous that guy would be in a court without handcuffs. But if going on a ghost hunt, count me in. Hee ha ha ha, it's all over for me! Spin, 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 whirl, whirl. I'm done for. The center of the cosmos is doomed. It's okay, Gramps. We'll get you into a retirement home soon enough. Do you think he's going to be alright, Daddy? Well, at least he'll be in good company. There must be planets out there he can spin with. Forever and ever. Which reminds me, I'd like to delve a little deeper into that one mission too. Well, if you want more, start with the Space Museum. There's a one exhibit here. Oh, don't mind me. I'll just keep spinning here and see how the cosmos unfolds. Spinning for the end until the end of time. It's like he activated spiritual enlightenment or something. I'm sure he'll stop when he gets dizzy. Let's go to this. Let's go visit the Space Museum. There he goes, round and round. Ah, how relaxing. Birds tweeting. Old men spinning. Let's move. Cosmos Space Center. Let's see. Where's the exhibit on the launch 7 years ago? That's that one exhibit. Oh wow, look at that photo of the team. Okay, yeah. So, the rightmost girl is definitely dead. It's Clay, Mr. Starbuck, Director Cosmos, Oil Blackwell, even Ponko. Never seen the woman on the right before. Everybody looks so happy. Well, except for Director Cosmos. And check out the newspaper article too. That one launch imminent. There's a photo of the Hope space probe. It's only natural it doesn't talk about the murder of the sabotage. They were really keeping it a secret, just like the director said. Daddy, take a look at that jacket. There's a gash in it. Must be the Hat One team's uniform jacket. It's the same design as the one Apollo was wearing. The one that belonged to Clay. Actual jacket worn by a Hat One team member, it says. Not a replica, huh? Wonder if it was Mr. Starbucks. That one exhibit. Hello? Who? Oh. What are you doing here? Holy shit. The fucking all-star cast. Oh, Miss Woods, what brings you here? I heard Thena got arrested, so I... You know what, that makes sense. I've been looking for you, Mr. Wright. I thought you might be here, at the scene. You must be so worried, but rest assured, I'm gonna do my very best to defend her. Nina's going through such a hard time. I hope she doesn't lose heart. Even just coming back to this place must have been really difficult for her. Huh? You mean the Cosmos Space Center? What? You didn't know? She used to live here when she was a little girl. Really? She did? No, I didn't know. No wonder she knew so much. Miss Woods, could you tell me more in detail? In the Space Center. Nina's mom worked here. If I remember right, she was a doctor of psychology or something like that. Why was a psychology specialist working at a space research facility? I don't really know. I heard there's like a very thorough mental screening that you have to do if you are to become an astronaut or go into space. Makes sense. You'll be up there for so long with just a few people, if not all on your own. So it was far from Athena's first time here. I wonder why she didn't mention it. She probably didn't want to talk about it. This place connected to a very sad memory for her. Oops, sorry. Oh, my camera. Not my camera. My mic. Holy shit, it's late. Maybe I should end the stream soon. Sad memory. Can you tell me more about it? There's a terrible incident here. It was 7 years ago. Oh no. Don't tell me her mom is the lady on the right. It's her, isn't it? Dina's mom, in the robotics lab, was murdered. She was murdered. What? After it happened, Thena stopped coming to the school. Poor Thena. Poor Thena. All this time, she never let on at all. I was so worried about her. I came here so many times hoping to see her. I never saw her again. Wait, who's talking? Woods? Me? Oh, it was Woods. After a while, we started exchanging letters. But I didn't get to see her face to face for 7 long years. And so the first time you'd seen her in 7 years was during Professor Quart's case? Oh, it's all coming together. That's right, and I was so surprised. She was like a completely different person. So cheerful and happy. Young Athena. What was Athena like as a child? She was very sensitive and kind. She didn't talk very much. She liked to draw and paint at home. That's completely different from the Athena we know now. I can't even picture it. She never left the Space Center much because she was very sensitive to other people's emotions. I was an empath. When she went to crowded places, she'd get dizzy from all the emotions flying around. Oh my god, she's a fucking canonical hyper empath. Must be hard to hear people's hearts as well as their voices. Oh, the little like bunny ears on her headphones. She always wore those big heavy looking headphones. Oh, so sad. Oh. She said her mother made them for her as part of her research. Huh. I wonder what kind of research it was. It's so funny to me how we have like super lawyers in this universe. It's great, but it's also very funny. Ah yes. Uh my super hearing allows me to be a super empath, or ah yes, my super vision allows me to fucking vibrate my bracelet, which lets me fucking, what's it called? See your nervous ticks. Boom. And Phoenix over here is just has his like little magical artifact. Someone's locks. Because of her special ability, Theta couldn't handle being in school very often. And I was always out sick because of my weak constitution. Maybe that's why we became such good friends. We used to play together here at the Space Center a lot. Brings back memories. Sounds like Athena's mother played a big role here at the Space Center. Daddy, show her that picture. Atta girl, good idea. That picture, huh? Where is it? Here we go. Damn, that's her on the right? It's a young looking mom. Miss Woods, could you take a look at this for me? Oh look, there's Thena's mom. The woman on the far right, the one in the kimono. That's Dr. Metis Psyches. Metis? Metis? I'll say Metis. Thena's mother's murder. Did it by any chance have any connection to the Hat 1 launch? What? What? Yes, it did. As I recall, it happened on the day before the launch. Just as I suspected. That wasn't the worst of it. One of my staff members was murdered. So this is the murder Director Cosmos was talking about. Does that mean that crime Prosecutor Blackwell was convicted of is the murder of Athena's mother? Just a crappy little magical artifact. I wouldn't call it crappy. I mean, it's a present from Maya. That's gotta count for something, right? This bad boy can hold so much spiritual energy. Whew. Damn. How can Athena, like, not hold a grudge against Blackwell? Unless, I guess she knows that Blackwell was unjustly convicted. Right? Because if she didn't know that, I feel like she would probably have a pretty big grudge. There's a chance her death is somehow connected to the current case. There is? Thank you for all your help, Miss Woods. And please, try not to worry. I won't let anything happen to Athena. Thank you, Mr. Wright. I know you'll take good care of her. So, we need to investigate the robotics lab. Oh, okay. It was but a jest, huh? I see. We need to investigate the robotics lab and also talk to Athena. Got our plates full, Daddy. I hope we can fit it all in before the day is through. Detention center first, then. We have to see Athena before visiting hours are over. That's true. It is quite the powerful thing, though. Oh, hello, Bobby. Call you Bobby. Well, if it isn't Mr. Lawyer, fancy meeting you here. Oh, hello, Detective Fulbright. You're on business? To tell you the truth, we're here to interview Ted tonight. Ted? Wow, they really are bringing everyone back. And I guess I do like that about the final cases. They kind of, we got the ensemble cast. The one behind the courtroom bombing incident. He said he's ready to tell the truth about that case. What he was saying was so incredible, I just had to come right over to hear more. Incredible? What was he saying? Why don't you hang around and hear it for yourself? Really? Us? Are you sure? Ha ha ha. I give you my special permission. Here comes the bomber now. Oh, hello. Sweating bullets. You, what nerve you have to come here? You're here to laugh at me, I suppose. I could waste my breath on you. After all, you're the one who assaulted Apollo and put him in the hospital. Also, why do they let him keep his gear? Isn't he supposed to be in jail? Violence, no. Question, okay. No violence. Too bad Apollo didn't get a chance to say that before you attacked him. Fine. Then just answer me this, Mr. Tonight. What is this truth of yours about the courtroom you blew up? He didn't blow up the courtroom? When I killed Detective Arm, there was another person in the room. What? What are you talking about? Who else could have been there? I saw it, I tell you. I saw someone's hand as they were stealing the remote switch. The person was there and witnessed the murder I committed. What? I don't know who it was. That's who blew up the courtroom. You expect us to buy that? Easy there, Trucy. I don't see any psyche locks, so I guess he must not be lying. Pardon me, I got a little carried away. But I'm telling you the truth. I did not detonate that bomb. There you have it. Can't exactly ignore his claims, of course. So we're doing a follow-up. We're even analyzing the bomb itself, or what's left of it. We haven't found any new facts yet, though. Wow, they've laid it all out piece by piece. Oh, look at all those beautiful little pieces. I wish I could have them. Uh-oh. Looks like his geek switch has been activated. Oh. Back in our inventory. The phony the anti-bomb. It's found in the boarding lounge 1, detonated in courtroom number 4. Fragments are being analyzed. Well, I hope you're ready for Prosecutor Blackwell's special brand of questioning. Anything but that. We're afraid I have to be off now, too. I was just about to question Miss Psyche's. Going to see Athena now? Ooh, let us go. That's right. Oh, did you folks come to see her? Sorry for the trouble, but could you come back later? Well, off I go. Ha ha ha. Damn. What bad timing. Looks like we'll have to wait until after our questioning is over to see her. After we came all this way, too. Well, I guess it's back to the Space Center. Let's go check out the robotics lab, Daddy. Alright, sounds like a plan. We'll go check out the robotics lab in the next Ace Attorney stream, which will likely be next Wednesday. As for me, I gotta get some sleep. I gotta rest off this stomach cramp. Thankfully, it's not as bad as last night, but I'd rather it be gone. So, yeah. Anyway, this case is pretty interesting. Excited to see where it goes. It seems like we've got a mastermind behind everything. In so many different cases. All comes down to this. All right. Well, I wish you all good night. Nap time for you too. Yeah. Let's all get some rest, why don't we? Yeah. Good night to y'all. Get some rest, like Zion and me here. Stay safe, everyone. Be well. And I'll see you in the next stream, which will be Sunday. I'm not sure if Sunday's stream will be Persona or Xenoblade, but I'm leaning towards Persona because we already did that calling card thing, and I should probably beat that boss. All right, well, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Thank you, Zaya. Good night to you too. All right, peace out, everyone.